When springtime comes, there's a warmth in the air that seems to call to us to come out of doors. Spring is a time of coming out and of waking up. The groundhog comes out of the hole where it has slept all through the cold winter. The bees start buzzing around to make honey. Tulips and other spring flowers come up out of the ground. These plants grow from bulbs that stay in the ground all winter. Look, crocus is in bloom. They are among the very first spring flowers. Today, Mother is starting the spring house cleaning. Mary Ann wants to start something too. This year, she's going to have a garden of her own. And now that spring is here, she wants to start digging in her garden. But the ground is very hard. It's still frozen from the long, cold winter. The ground will become soft, though. We know that spring really has begun, for we've already seen many signs of spring. Mary Ann can see them, too, if she looks. What about the cherry tree? It's been bare all through the winter. Has it started to wake up? No, the tiny buds have not yet started to grow. We'll have to keep an eye on them. Here's another sign of spring. George is putting together a new kite. George is a good friend of Mary Ann's. So is Gladys, one of George's cats. Look, here is another sign of spring. Mary Ann's father is fixing the screens so that they'll be ready when the time comes to put them up. Yes, there's work to do in the spring, and there's playing to do. For spring is the happy season of the year. Swing rhymes with spring. Springtime is swing time, when life and happiness abound. Riding high up in the sky, the world goes sailing round and round. As the days pass, Mary Ann is hoping that soon she'll be able to plant her garden, maybe this very Saturday. But what's happened? Snow. In the spring? Oh, don't worry so, Mary Ann. Warm weather doesn't come all at once. Early spring is a time of change, when we can expect all kinds of weather. Soon the snow will melt, for the days are growing warmer. The sun will shine on many days. It can't be long now before these buds on the tulip tree burst wide open. Of course, we see many clouds in the spring, and often the clouds bring rain. Now, rain isn't too good for playing out of doors, but it is good for washing the dirt off streets and sidewalks and houses. And it is good for helping to melt the ice that's in the ground, and for giving all living things the water they need to live and to grow. Springtime is a time of mud. Mary Ann can't plant seeds in ground like this, but she can stake out her garden, because now all the frost is out of the ground. The tulips are now in full bloom. Remember, we saw them when they were first peeking up out of the ground. The hyacinths are in bloom too. And if you look closely, you can see bees gathering nectar to make honey. Here's a robin staying close to her nest. Can you guess why? Soon there will be 3 new robins born in the spring. And what about our cherry tree? Yes, the buds are growing. George has an idea for a springtime adventure. It sounds like fun to Mary Ann. They tell Mother where they're planning to go. But we'll have to wait and see. On the way, they stop to say hello to Mr. Montgomery. To him, spring means that it's almost time to go fishing. And he's promising Mary Ann and George that one day soon he'll take them with him. That'll be fun. But today, they're going on another adventure. Here they are. Now let's watch them. And later on, perhaps you can tell a story about the things they see and do in this little adventure in spring. Now at last, Mary Ann can plant her garden. The buds on the tulip tree are nearly open, and other trees are growing new leaves which they'll wear all summer. The soil is warm and crumbles in your hand. Seeds are pressed firmly into the soil and covered lightly. From the soil, the seeds will get the food and water they need to start growing into plants. Look, a worm. That reminds Mary Ann that soon they will be going fishing with Mr. Montgomery. Do you suppose Mother Robin sees the worm as she sits on her nest to hatch her eggs? Or does she see this baby kitten? Mary Ann sees the kitten. Can you guess where the kitten came from? Mary Ann knows. George's cat, Gladys, has a new litter of kittens. Spring is the time of the year when most animals have their babies. The kittens are getting milk from their mother. Like most animals, she will feed them and protect them until they grow big enough to take care of themselves. In a few weeks, spring is here in all its glory. The cherry tree is bright with blossoms. Tiny shoots are appearing where Mary Ann planted seeds. Now the sun will help the plants grow and produce more seeds. Baby robins have hatched from the eggs, and they're waiting for their mother to bring food. This is the day for Mr. Montgomery to take George and Mary Ann up to the river to go fishing. And this is the last day we'll spend with Mary Ann and her springtime adventures. But we can have fun telling stories and drawing pictures and singing songs about spring. And we can have more fun seeing and doing all the things there are to see and do in the spring.